So can you help me read number 1, please? Question. Help us read number 1. Perfect. So what you want to do is write it horizontally. Number 2, Slater. Yep. So once you are rewriting your complex fractions into 2, where there's addition or subtraction horizontally, then do it as we did before. Chizuki, help us read 3.
Find restrictions. Look for anything that would result in dividing by 0.
Good. Olivia, number 4, please.
Divide according to division type.
Perfect. All right. Let's rock and roll. We are going to do 2 questions today, 1 and 2. You know, I was looking at your notes. Some notes have the entire page. Some notes just have like half. Do you guys have half? Or the entire? Okay. So, number 1, 3 over x minus 4 plus 1 over x minus 3 divided by x all over x squared minus 7x plus 2. What we want to do is rewrite it and then in a horizontal way. So 3 over x minus 4 plus 1 over x minus 3. This whole thing right here divided by x over x squared minus 7x plus 12. Okay. So we have that divided by that. Well, what do you do with the addition of the first 2 fractions? GC? F, that's the greatest common factor. You mean LCD? Lowest common denominator, right? Yep, but I get you. If you say that, I know what you're saying. So, lowest common denominator for this is what? X, what else? Minus 4 times? Good. All right. Do I need to find the LCD for the second quantity? No, because it's not an addition or a subtraction. It's just 1 over, just one single fraction on its own. So first quantity, something plus something divided by x over. All right, so we're going to write our LCD here. This is the only one that we need to find the LCD for. Okay. First numerator. What should we multiply the 3 by? X minus 3 is right, because that's what was new or changed. Would you guys agree? So 3 times x minus 3. Second numerator. What should we multiply the 1 by? X minus 4 is right. Technically, guys, you can write 1 times x minus 4, or you can just straight up write what? X minus 4. Second quantity. We do not need to find the lowest common denominator, but we need to do what? Factor. Go ahead and give it a best shot on factoring. Once you have the 2 factors, can you please compare them to your friend before we are called upon? Brian, whenever you're ready, sir, give me the 2 factors for that denominator. Those are not factor for that trinomial. Those are factor for 12. So what are the 2 factors in this quantity? What are we writing? I'm sorry, I'm so old. Okay, x minus? Yeah. Minus what? 4. Then x minus 2. Do you guys agree? Perfect. I heard, though, I did hear some of you said, oh, we're going to flip. But before we flip, we should do what? Restriction. What is it? X can never, ever be? 4 and 3. Okay, I'm going to bubble it up for right now. That's not all of the restrictions, but just those 2. Now, would you agree on the first big quantity, I can combine the numerators? Okay. So we write this as 1 denominator. And can you guys see already how it's going to happen once we flip? Yes. Yeah, all right. So here we go. we need to distribute this. What's 3 times x? 3x, okay. 3 times negative 3 is? Negative 9. Obviously, 1 times anything is itself, so can I just add x minus 4 over? Okay. Now, can I flip? Yes or no? Yes. On the numerator now, I now have quantity of x minus 4 times the quantity of x minus 3 over what? X. Good. Can I reduce anything? Yes. What are we going to reduce? X minus 4. Did we state those restrictions already? Yes, so I don't need to worry about it. I can go straight to reducing. Whoa. What's left if I cross out everything here in that bottom piece? A 1, right? What's left if I cross out everything on that second numerator? Also a 1. So make sure we understand that's a 1. It's not a 0, because some of you think it's a 0, but it's really not a 0. It's like a 1, okay? All right, on this right here, 3 and another x, 3x and another x will make it a what? 4x. Negative 9 and a negative 4 is going to make it a? Okay. All over, what's that one? X. Can I factor anything? No. But I need to state,
I'm sorry. Is there a specific reason you didn't combine the like terms before you multiplied? Or did you?
It doesn't matter. You can combine and then reduce, or you can, if you see it, reduce first and then combine and then reduce more later. It's up to you. You can reduce anytime you see things that are reducible. Yeah. Reducing doesn't have to have a certain spot. You see it, you reduce it, and keep on going until you can't reduce anymore. Okay? Okay. Can I box that up? Because that's as low as we can reduce. But guess what I forgot? My restriction. I have 2 restrictions already. I should have 1 more, right, guys? Yeah. My last restriction is this denominator of x. That means x could never ever be 0. So we have 3 total. X can't be 0, x can't be 4, and x can't be 3. So reducing, you don't have to wait until the end, okay? You know last night's homework, how I did 1 question reducing the n and 1 question at the very beginning? You can do that all the time. All right, example 2, last question of today, okay? Step 1, what should we do? Rewrite it horizontally, okay? So let's do that. So we are going to do x minus 2 over x plus 2 over x plus 1. That's one big, ginormous piece that we need to rewrite it horizontally. Second, we're going to do 3 over x minus 1, subtract 1 over x plus 1. Okay, what is the lowest common denominator of the first set of quantities? X times x plus 1. This one, how about second set of LCD? X minus 1 times x minus 1. All right. And slowly, okay, remember we have 2 sets of quantities, so you gotta slowly work that out. If you rush, we might make silly mistakes, and we don't want that to happen. So on the first one, I'm going to write this on both here. All right, let's check out the first numerator since we have 4 of them. What did we change to this guy? What was changed? X plus 1. That means the top also needs to be multiplied by x plus 1. Okay, so we'll copy down. Yes, no, maybe? Yes, Dahlia. Yes, because this is its own term. This is technically its own quantity. Because they're different quantity, like if you have a denominator of 2 and 3, they have nothing in common. Therefore, the LCD will be 6. Same thing with this. X is its own thing, and x plus 1 is its own bracket. Okay. What did we change here on this second denominator? I'm sorry, Dave, you have a question?
Second LCD, but 2x minus.
Oh, good eye. Sorry, you guys see how my mistakes are here? One is positive. Good eye. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So this one right here, what are we going to multiply to the second numerator? Just an x. Technically, 2 times x is 2x. So you can straight up write 2x. Okay, so this one, I will now copy down the correct LCD, which is x minus 1 times x plus 1. All right. What should we multiply to this third numerator? X plus 1. So 3 times x plus 1. What should we multiply to the last numerator? X minus 1. Technically, you can write 1 times that, but 1 times anything itself. So do you have to write the 1 in the front? No. Okay. Now, denominators are the same. So we should write them all over 1d, denominator of each. This denominator is x times x plus 1. This denominator is x minus 1 times the quantity of x plus 1. Okay. What should we do now? Distribute. Let's rock and roll. X times x is x squared. X times positive 1 is positive x. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. I'm going to leave it right there for now. Why don't you guys do me a favor and distribute these over here? Be very careful. This should be a minus a quantity, right? Did you guys get 3x plus 3 minus a quantity of x minus 1? Okay. Technically, if you guys are cautious and careful, can I just write minus x plus 1 right away? Yeah. Okay. Now what should we do? Yeah. Let's see if we can combine. Guys, you can combine and flip, or you can flip and combine. Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. Okay. So over here, I'm going to try to combine x squared minus 1x minus 2. Would that be okay on that? Oh, yes.
On the first numerator, did you add the 2x from the second?
Oh, yeah, you're right. I did not add. Thank you. Do you guys see how I missed that? Plus 2x right there? Okay, so that's going to be. Okay, sorry. Right there, Kenzie did bring that up. I forgot that piece. Is that okay? So now we will have x squared. So far, so good? Okay. There's an x here, and a minus 2x, and a positive 2x. What happened to all those x's? Only one x left. Okay. So plus 1x. Drop down your minus 2 all over my denominator. Do you guys want to flip and then combine at the same time? Or do you guys want to do one at a time? Okay, flip and combine. So here we go. Multiply. I'm going to, before I flip, I'm going to state my restriction so I don't forget. X can never ever be plus or minus 1. Okay. So now that goes on the numerator. On the denominator, we have 3x plus 3 minus x plus 1. Technically, can I reduce now? If we can. Can I reduce anything? Yeah, straight up, I can take care of one of those. Did I say the restriction for that already? Yeah, so I don't have to go and state that. Now, I want you to be careful. Can I factor anything here? Is this x squared plus x minus 2? Is that factorable? Yeah, I want you to try. Go ahead and give yourself a minute to factor that out. Is it factorable? Is it factorable? Yeah, okay. So once you have the factors, can you compare your two factors with your team to make sure you guys have matching factors? Hannah, whenever you're ready, hon, give me your factors.
Is it x minus 2 and x plus 1?
Is it x minus 2 times the quantity x plus 1?
Yes.
No? Yes? No. I hear. Okay, try again, team. Is she pretty close though? Yeah, okay. Is that better? Okay. X plus 2 times the quantity x minus 1 over my denominator of x times, since we already reduced the x plus 1, on the bottom, can I combine the 3x with that minus x? Which is now 2x, okay? 3 plus 1, this positive 3, which now I circled the wrong one. This positive 3 and the positive 1 will make it a positive 4. So far, we're okay? Can I do anything else? Can I do anything else? Uh-huh.
Isn't that a negative 1?
Was that a negative 1? Well, let me look on the top. Is that okay? Remember, we flipped it, right? So this was a minus quantity. Would you agree? Yeah. So a negative, that's a minus x, so I'm okay with that minus. Is that okay? A negative and a negative 1 is a? Yeah, that's why I said you got to be super careful with the quantity. So is this positive 1 okay to have? I want to make sure our signs, because as you can see, there's a couple of times that I already have incorrect signs. Anything else we could do? Uh-huh. Yes. Okay. So x plus 2 times x minus 1, copy that over x times x minus 1, take out a 2. You have how many x's left? X plus 2. Can we do anything? What can we do? Cancel, but before we cancel, we should say that x can never ever be negative. What? Negative 2. Okay. So, cancel and cancel. Yes or no? What's left? X minus 1 twice. Yes or no? Like that? Over what? Over how many x's? Be careful. 2, because we have an x times a 2. This is a 2. So, final answer, x minus 1 times x minus 1 over how many x's? 2x. Technically, can I write x minus 1 square like this? Like that. Would that be okay too? Yes, I would accept all of that. Now, don't forget your what? Restrictions. Have we stated the restriction for this x yet? No, so that x can never be 0. What else do we have from above? Plus or minus 1. What else? And then negative 2. Box all of that up. Okay, so on your answer, I'll take that or that. And that's an egg roll, y'all.